Now, when you have one of these situations, you know, you got factors of 6 and you got this -7, right? We know something's going on here. That's a lot of negative and that's positive. So this has got to be a negative times a negative to make that. So it could be like -2 times -3, -1 times -6. I think we know which one to choose here, because if we put the -1 here and the -6 here, we'll be doing multiplication. -1x plus -6x gives you the -7x. That was good. This is a typical kind of problem that you'll see, because what they want to do is combine your abilities. They're testing two different things here. One, we want to know if you know how to see something in the top and the bottom so we can cancel it. That's one skill. So if I showed you something like 20/5, you'd be able to say, hey, wait a minute, that equals 4 times 5, and this is 1 times 5, so I'm left with 4. Good. So that's kind of what this is. We're going to look for the x minus 2 down here. The other skill they're looking for here is, if I said something like, 20 minus 5, right? You could just add it up and it'd be 16. The other thing that they want you to see is that it's the same as that. This right here is 4 times 5. This is 5 times 1. There's the 4 and the 1. It's sort of the same thing here, because we can say we can get a 2 on the outside. Does that make sense? We're being flexible. Mathematics is really about being flexible. We're not doing math. We're thinking in a flexible way. What's another way to write this difference of squares? X squared minus 4. We've seen this before. Remember this thing? This is a square, so it's x and x. This is, what times what makes 4? 2. Good. And we have to have it negative. 2 times 2 is positive 4, so we have to make it negative. What we just did is we created this, and it's underneath that. So our answer is going to be, say, ta-da! Hope you enjoy finding that in class. This is a similar sort of example. When you see this x squared business, and that's a square, and there's no little x's in between, this is always x squared, and there's a negative. This is called the difference of two squares. That's a square, and that's a square. So, what times what is 36? You got it. 6 times 6. And what times what is 4? We're going to do 2 and 2. And there's the 2x, because we got the x squared. So this is just doing a plus and a minus. And that would be another factoring. I hope you enjoyed it.